Good evening. Welcome to Bendigo Senior Secondary College's awards ceremony. It's my pleasure to welcome parents, carers, students and guests. My name is AJ Moon. Along with Regan Workin and our assistant principal, Angie Pollock, we will be your hosts for this evening. Through this evening, we will celebrate the achievements of our students this year for excellence in academic achievement, sport and community service. We know that it is a very busy time for families, however we ask that all audience members remain until the end of the ceremony when we will announce all awards recipients. We also ask that you turn your mobile phones off or just switch them to silent so we can avoid any disruptions this evening. Before we start the official proceedings, I would like to invite Terry Flaherty to deliver the Acknowledgement of Country.
Good evening, everyone. Before we begin tonight's ceremony, I would like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land that we meet on today, the Dja Dja Wurrung people. We encourage you to pay respects to the elders, past, present, and emerging, especially those of you receiving awards tonight. I would like to extend my respects to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples here today. We recognise and honour the continuing connections to land, water, and community, and celebrate this important milestone we all get to experience together in unity. Thank you.
Thank you, Terry. In addition to the national anthem, we have a proud tradition of singing our college song at events such as the awards ceremony. Can I ask you if you wish to please stand for the national anthem, which will be followed by the college song. Both of these items will be performed by Ella Honey, accompanied by Harvey Jenkins-Taylor on piano.
Australians, oh, let us rejoice, for we are one and free. We've golden soil and wealth for toil. Our home is girt by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty, rich and rare. In history's page, let every stage advance Australia fair. In joyful strains and let us sing, advance Australia fair. Fling wide the gates before us, for all the world's our own. Sing on in mighty chorus to glories yet unknown. The school upon the hilltop, the linden tree in spring. Our hearts will still remember while Bendigo we sing. Qui partir toward vincit, the challenger shores. He conquers ever endures.
Please thank Ella and Harvey. We would also like to thank the members of the jazz group, Jacoby, Lachlan, Harvey, Remy and Julian, who performed for you guys on arrival. We have a number of distinguished guests here tonight, and I would like to extend a warm welcome to them. Mr. Dan Sheard, the Principal of the College Council, Miss Anne Kniff, Director of the Department of Education, Mr. Dale Pearce, former BSSC Principal, members of the College Council, members of the Old Gold Alumni Bendigo, who are our ex-student and ex-staff association, Miss Rochelle Hollis, Principal of Eaglehawk Secondary College, those who have sponsored the awards and guests who will present the awards later this evening, and to the families of those who will be remembered in many of our special awards and our memorial academic awards. We also note a range of apologies and appreciate that it is a very busy time of the year. I would now like to welcome our Principal, Kylie Hand.
Thank you, AJ. It is my pleasure to welcome all students, parents, carers and special guests as we come together to celebrate the extensive achievements of our Year 11 and 12 students throughout 2025. To all award recipients, you are here this evening because you have excelled in one or more areas, whether in your academic studies, your sporting pursuits, your community involvement or your leadership endeavours. Whatever the nature of your award, you should feel immensely proud. Proud that you are being recognised as a leader among your peers, and proud that your maturity, work ethic and talent have set you apart. Your achievements tonight are a testament to your dedication and your commitment to personal excellence. As a college, we are once again very pleased with the academic results of our students who have completed Year 12. We have seen a huge increase in the number of students completing scored assessment, as well as an increased number of students successfully completing the VCE vocational major and the Victorian Pathway Certificate. Many of our graduating students are moving on to university or TAFE, while others are beginning apprenticeships or stepping into full-time employment. But we are incredibly proud of all the diverse and meaningful pathways that our students are pursuing. I am deeply grateful to the outstanding teaching and education support staff at Bendigo Senior. Their commitment, expertise and compassion ensure that every student has the conditions that they need to thrive. I would also like to thank Dan Shared and the College Council for their ongoing advocacy, guidance and governance. To the parents and carers, thank you for partnering with us and for providing the support and encouragement from home that has helped your young person to reach this point. My sincere thanks also goes to our generous award sponsors and presenters, many of whom have had a long and valued connection with our college. Your continued support means so much to our community. And finally, an event like this requires exceptional planning, and I would like to acknowledge Jo Peterson, Judy Stewart and Angie Pollock for their outstanding organisation and leadership in bringing this event together. I'm incredibly impressed by every student here this evening and confident that you will make meaningful contribution in the years ahead. Continue to always give your best for your college, for your family, and above all, for yourself. Thank you, and it is now my pleasure to introduce our College Council President, Dan Shared. Thank you.
Thanks, Kylie. Good evening, students, families, staff, and our wonderful school community. It is a privilege to stand here tonight as a College Council President and celebrate the achievements, the growth and the spirit that make this college such a special place. Awards night is always a highlight of the year, and it's a moment where we pause and recognise not just excellence, but effort, not just results, but resilience, and not just talent, but the courage it takes for each young person to put themselves out there, to learn something new, to make mistakes, to try again and to keep moving forward. As a College Council, we spend a great deal of time talking about the future and what we want for our students, what opportunities we can expand and how we can support young people to thrive in a world that's evolving faster than ever. But tonight reminds us of something more important. The future isn't just somewhere out on the horizon, the future is being built right now. In every classroom, every conversation, every challenge and every choice our students make. This year the College Council would like to formally acknowledge the tremendous commitment of both staff and students throughout 2025. Across the main campus, Net School and VVLN, we've seen an increasing number of students begin or continue their secondary journey with us over a diverse range of programs and learning opportunities. Continuing to make Bendigo Senior a popular choice, not only for students from our local public schools, secondary colleges, but for a growing number of moving across from non-government schools. Throughout the year, the College Council has met regularly to oversee the school's business and direction. We're consistently impressed by the dedication, skill and passion of the college's leadership team, both senior educators and senior education support staff, whose guidance of the college programs and operations are second to none. 2025 has also been a year of significant leadership change. With the retirement of Principal Dale Pearce, we acknowledge his remarkable 18 years of service, years that delivered growth, stability, innovation and a clear vision for the college's future. We're delighted to welcome Kylie Hand into the role of the principal. Kylie's appointment was warmly supported by staff as the first female principal in the college's 118-year history. Her leadership marks an important and exciting moment for the college. Her experience, insight and perspective are already shining. This year the college has continued to see the benefits of the Bendigo Education Plan, coordinating 4 secondary schools and the senior college in a unified direction that's been a major undertaking, aligning staff, professional learning and transition programs. Council has been highly impressed by this collaboration and is proud to see these practices now forming part of everyday college life. Tonight we acknowledge the remarkable milestone for 700 odd students who will graduate from Bendigo Senior in 2025. This achievement reflects years of hard work, resilience and dedication. Many of our graduates will now move into further study, apprenticeships, traineeships or vocational pathways. On behalf of the College Council, we extend our heartfelt congratulations. While this marks the end of your formal secondary education, it's just the beginning of your journey as lifelong learners. Every experience you've had this year, the successes, the challenges, the surprises, the proud moments, is a gift. Some gifts are obvious, some come disguised as setbacks that help you grow, adapt and discover the strengths you didn't know you had. That is a true opportunity of education. It shapes who you become. To our teachers and staff, thank you for the gifts you give every day. Your time, your patience, your encouragement and your unwavering commitment to student success. To our families, thank you for supporting this journey and trusting us to guide your children. As we look ahead to 2026, I encourage all of us to see every opportunity as a stepping stone. Be brave, be curious, recognise the gift in each moment, even the tough ones, and keep believing in what you can achieve. Congratulations to all our award recipients and to the entire graduating class of 2025. Your future is bright and it starts here. Thank you and enjoy the rest of the evening.
Thank you, Dan. We would like to extend a special welcome to the families of those who will be remembered in the number of our awards this evening. The background and significance of each of these awards is described in the awards booklet for your reference. I would like to reiterate the earlier sentiments and ask that all students and guests remain until the conclusion of the ceremony. We will have 3 lucky door prizes to be won at the end of the night, and you do need to be here to collect your prize. We will also be distributing VCE and VCE-VM certificates, statements of result, as well as college magazines to students who ordered them in the foyer at the end of the evening. We will now move on to our special awards, which will be presented by Kylie Hand and various special guests and assisted by Alison Andrea. I welcome to the stage Ron Lake, Mark Tracy, Robin Goodman, Glenn Ludeman, Margot Rourke and Laurie Preston.
The first award will be presented by Ron Lake and is the Catherine Lake Memorial Award. This award is presented to a student who has achieved both academic and sporting excellence and who has been actively involved in a range of college activities. This year's winner is Alyssa Beaton. Thank you, Ron. The next award will be presented by Mark Tracy and is the Musician of the Year. This award was established in 1989 to recognise the excellence in musical performance in the college and is now sponsored by the Rotary Club of South Bendigo. This year's Musician of the Year is Ella Honey. Thank you, Mark. The next group of awards will be presented by Kylie Hand. The Taylor Family Awards. These awards are for outstanding Year 11 and Year 12 students who have made a consistent effort to achieve their best and have made significant contributions to the college. There are awards for VCE and VET students. The Taylor Family VCE Award winners are Taylor Hallinan, Justine Hadding, Isabella Verco, and Tiffany Williams. The Taylor Family Vet Award winners are Layla Olsen, and Heidi Chastain. The Waverley Prize. This is the longest running award of any school in Victoria. It was first presented in 1871. It is awarded for the most outstanding creative essay, and this year's winning essay was written by Arlo MacDonald. The Featonby Memorial Prize. This is awarded for an essay that shows mature and critical approach to English literature. This year's winning essay was written by Will Robertson. The next award will be presented by Robin Goodman. The Goodman Memorial Poetry Prize. This is awarded for the best poetry contribution in the college magazine, and this year's winner is Liberty Floriani. Thank you, Robin. The next group of awards will be presented by Kylie. The Hill Memorial Prize. This prize is awarded to the best prose contributed to the college magazine, and this has been awarded to Geordie Williamson. The Amanda Ferguson Memorial Award. This award is awarded to a student who has shown resilience and optimism while maintaining commitment to their education. This year's recipient is Bree Tohoe. Mark Ritchie Memorial Award. This award is presented to a student to encourage them to remain engaged in their studies, and this year's recipient is Attila Marion. The John Turner Memorial Award. This award encourages a student to continue in their chosen sport. This winner is Madison Gill.
The Student Leadership Award team sponsors 2 sporting awards. The first award is the Student Leadership Sports Star of the Year Award. The recipient of this award is Jack Tamblin. The Student Leadership Sports Persons of the Year. This has been awarded to Chelsea Tickle and Flynn Watchman. The next 2 awards will be presented by RSL District President, current serving Warrant Officer Class 2, Glenn Ludeman, the Australian Defence Force Future Innovators Award. This award is presented to a Year 12 student who demonstrates motivation, innovation, and achievement in a STEM-related field. This year's recipient is Kirsten Holland. The Australian Defence Force Leadership and Teamwork Award. This award is presented to a Year 12 student who demonstrates the qualities of leadership, teamwork, integrity, and initiative. This has been awarded to Levity Camilleri. The next awards will be presented by Marg O'Rourke. The La Trobe University Infinity Awards. These are awarded to Year 12 students who have demonstrated academic excellence in their participation in the wider community. The winners of this award are Lani Gudis, Lily Harrison. Lily is also the recipient of the Heather Painter Chatfield Memorial Prize. Amelia Patterson. Claire Salt. Claire is also receiving the Heather Painter Chatfield Memorial Prize. And Zoe Taylor. Thank you, Marg. The next award will be presented by Kylie. The Pudding Community First Award. This year's recipient is Frankie Gloucester. Thank you, Kylie. The next award will be presented by Mr. Laurie Preston, the Old Gold Alumni Award. This award is for a staff member who has made a significant contribution to the life and development of the college. This year's winner is Brenton Hayward. Thank you, Laurie. The next two awards will be presented by Kylie. The Linda Lyons Staff Award. This award recognises a staff member who demonstrates kindness, empathy and support for fellow staff and models the values of the college. This year's recipient is Ian Callett. The Irene Knight Memorial Service Award. This is awarded to a member of the Bendigo Senior Secondary College community in recognition of their service and contribution to the life of the college. This year's recipient is Sam Gibbs. Thank you, Kylie. Please congratulate all special awards winners and thank the presenters for their assistance with these awards.
We will now present the Memorial Curriculum Awards. I would like to invite Dale Pearce to help us present these awards, assisted by Maddie McCluskey. I would like to welcome to the stage Andy Jones, David Dewar, Carlotta Standen, Glenn Keating, John Sutherland, Heather Ryle and Genevieve Fells. I remind audience members that full descriptions of the Memorial Awards are provided in the awards booklet. The first award will be presented by Dale Pearce. The Craig Miller Memorial Award is... The second award will be presented by Andy Jones. This is the Friends of the Bendigo Art Gallery Chris Wood Memorial Bursary Award, and it goes to Eleanor Brownbill. This award is the Friends of the Bendigo Art Gallery Chris Wood Memorial Bursary Award as well, and it goes to Rose Dean. Also, Noah Deneen. Yep. Kat Leggett. And Eve Steptoe. Thank you, Andy. The next award will be presented by Dale Pearce. The Gareth Evans Memorial Award recipient is Abby Cartner. Thank you, Dale. Thank you, Dale. The next award will be presented by David Dewar. The Gary Dewar Memorial Award recipient is Jacoby Ardor. Thank you, David. The next award will be presented by Dale Pearce. The Holland Foundation Sir George Holland Memorial Achievement Award recipient is Emma Benetti. The James and Mary Pascoe Memorial Scholarship recipient is Lisa Smith. The Helen Sanderson Memorial Award recipient is Claire Salt. The Joel Frost Memorial Award for Media Studies recipient is Taya Gerlin. The Joyce Rowe Memorial Prize recipient is Liviana Tatapo. The next award will be presented by Carlotta Standen. The Margaret Standen Memorial Photography Acquisition Award recipient is Eliza Nichols. Thank you, Carlotta. The next award will be presented by Glenn Keating. The Michael Keating Memorial Automotive Award recipient is Stoker Shanley. Thank you, Glenn. The next award will be presented by Dale Pearce. Thank you, Dale. The Paul and Lorraine Cracknell Memorial Arts Award goes to Geordie Williamson. The Professor Geoffrey Watson Memorial Prize recipient is Xavier Cassidy. The next award will be presented by John Sutherland. The Professor Strawn Sutherland Memorial Science Award recipient is Darcy Ryan. Thank you, John. Darcy, would you mind staying for the next award, please? This will be presented by Heather Ryle. The Ryle Memorial Award recipient is Darcy Ryan. Thank you, Heather. The next award will be presented by Genevieve Fells. The Sir George Holland Memorial Maths Prize recipient is Jade Wignall. Thank you, Genevieve. This award will be presented by Dale Pearce. The Wadetsky Memorial Art Prize recipient is Campbell Truscott. Thank you, Dale. Please congratulate all of these students on their awards, and thank you to Dale, Maddie, and all of our presenters.
We will now move on to our Education Awards. I welcome Matt Kello to read the recipients. Matt will also be assisted by Anne Kniff, Alison Andrea, and Maddie McCluskey.
Thank you, AJ. Please welcome to the stage Jacinta Douglas, Glenn Ludeman, Andrew Roberts, Janine Roberts, Elise Franklin, Kathy Richardson, Margot Rourke, Dan Harrell, Carol McKinstry, Karen Arnett, Sarah Bibby, Steve Morris, and Lorena Jurovich, who will present these awards. A full list of recipients is in the program. The next award will be presented by Jacinta Douglas, the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander Balaki Wooka Award. This year's recipient is Noah Haddon. The Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander Durton Jack Nuray Award. This year's recipient is Kira McQueen. The next award is presented by Anne Kniff, the Barton Print Work Experience Award. This year's recipient is Lucy Palmer. The next award is presented by Glenn Ludeman, the Bendigo Excavators Award. This year's recipient is Summer Lee Ferguson. The Bendigo Excavators Award. This year's recipient is Marcus Green. Marcus is also a recipient of the VPC Achiever Award. Thank you, Glenn. The next award is presented by Andrew Roberts. The Commonwealth Bank Partner Class Award. This year's recipient is Alicia Smith. Thank you, Andrew. The next award will be presented by Anne Kenneth, the CVGT Employment School-Based Apprenticeship Award. This year's recipient is Bree Toohey. We now present the CVGT Employment Work Placement Award. This year's recipient is Ivy Lowe. The Environment Award. This year's recipient is Saskia Van Marnen. Thank you, Anne. The next awards are presented by Janine Roberts, the Evolution Copy Print Solutions Business Award. This year's recipient is James Connor. The Evolution Copy Print Solutions Information Technology Award. This year's recipient is Zachary Griffin. The next awards are presented by Anne Kenneth. The Fernwood Fitness Scholarship. This year's recipient is Emily McCook. The next award is presented by Anne Kenneth, the Fernwood Fitness Scholarship. This year's recipient is Zoe Ross. The next award is presented by Elise Franklin, the Franklin Harper Education Commitment Scholarship. This year's recipient is Jordan Corp. Thank you, Elise. The next awards will be presented by Anne Kenneth, the Health and Human Development Award, Year 11. This year's recipient is Sarah Petrosky. The next award will be presented by Anne Kenneth, the Humanities Award, Year 11. This year's recipient is Lila Duthie. The next award will be presented by Kathy Richardson, the Humanities Award for Year 12. This year's recipient is Clara Hill. Thank you, Kathy. The next award will be presented by Anne Kenneth, the Indonesian Award. This year's recipient is Isla O'Connor. The next group of awards will be presented by Margot Rourke, the La Trobe University Business School Accounting Award. This year's recipient is Kai Thompson. The La Trobe Business School Excellent Award for Accounting, Alicia Smith. The La Trobe Business School Excellent Award Business Management, Cameron Ralph. The La Trobe Business School Excellent Award Economics, Natab Sandhu. The La Trobe Law School Excellence Award Legal Studies, Emma Hilson. Thank you, Mark. The next award will be presented by Dan Harrell, the La Trobe University Outdoor and Sustainability Education Award. This year's recipient is Arlo McDonald. The next awards are presented by Carol McKinstry, the La Trobe University Rural Health School Aspiring Rural Health Professional Award, Eloise Lighton. The La Trobe University Rural Health School Excellence in Health Studies Award, Billy Harkin. The La Trobe University Rural Health School First Nations Health Career Inspiration Award, Alexis White. Thank you, Carol. The next award will be presented by Karen Arnett, La Trobe Visual Art Award. This year's recipient is Geordie Williamson. The next group of awards are presented by Anne Kenneth, the Lisa Chester's Vet Excellence Award. This year's recipient is Keziah Newton. The Ostinato Award. This year's recipient is Ryan McPartlane. The Parents and Friends Art Acquisition Award. This year's recipient is Zach Westcott. The Parent and Friends Encouragement Award. This year's recipient is Tasha Aquilina. The Parent and Friends Encouragement Award. This year's recipient is Kalani Openkai. The Parent and Friends Encouragement Award. This year's recipient is Asmita Wikrama Ratna. The Peter Baker and Associates Legal Studies Unit 1 and 2 Award. This year's recipient is Chelsea Tickle. The Peter Baker and Associates Legal Studies Unit 3 and 4 Award, Violet Koo. The Peter Baker and Associates University Award, Tiffany Williams. The Physical Education Award, Year 11, Tori Power. The next award will be presented by Steve Morris, the Rock Hardware Outdoor Education Year 11 Award. This year's recipient is Clayton Smith. Thank you, Steve. The next award will be presented by Anne Kenneth. The Student Leadership Art Award is Kira Broadbent. The recipient of the Theatre Studies Award, Lachlan McDougall. Next award is the VC Vocational Major Year 11 Award. This year's recipient is Oliver Allen. Thanks, Anne. The next award will be presented by Sarah Bibby. The VC Vocational Major Year 12 Award. This year's recipient is Ayla Murdoch. The next award will be presented by Lorena Jurovic, the West Vic Staffing Solutions Vet Excellence Award. This year's recipient is Bree Tui. The final awards will be presented by Anne Kenneth. The White Hills Medical Practice Award. This year's recipient is Heidi Tustain. The Year 12 Student Engagement Team Award for Perseverance and Commitment. This year's recipient is Jacoby Colt. Please congratulate the students on their awards, and thank you to Anne and all of our guest presenters.
Thanks to Matt, Anne, Alison and Maddie and all of our guest presenters for your assistance with these awards. We would now like to invite Kylie Hand to present the award for College Ducks for 2025.
Thank you, AJ. And I would like to congratulate Jack Dunstan, who is our College Ducks for 2025. Unfortunately, Jack is unable to be here this evening, but he has asked me to read this speech on his behalf. Good evening, everyone. I am truly honoured and extremely grateful to receive this year's Bendigo Senior Ducks Award. As much as I wish I could be there, I am unfortunately unable to attend in person tonight as I'm currently on a flight to Japan right now, or at least that's where I hope I am. Why did we book flights for a holiday on the same day as the awards night? Well, in all honesty, it never crossed my mind that I'd even be in the running for Ducks, let alone actually receive it. With such an amazing cohort of intelligent and talented peers, it genuinely felt like anyone's award but mine. Looking back on these last 2 years, I'm incredibly thankful for the people who helped me achieve a goal I never thought possible. The passion and expertise of teachers at Bendigo Senior has been a massive step up, unlike anything else in these past 13 years of schooling. All the teachers brought not just knowledge and expertise to the classroom, but genuine enthusiasm and commitment in their field. No matter how many questions I threw their way, they always had an answer. And believe me, I asked more than enough to make anyone doubt their career choices. It's that support and dedication that brought me this far, and as much as I would like to thank all my teachers, I'm pretty sure this isn't the Oscars, so I'll keep it short and just thank a few who've had a particularly profound impact on my journey. I owe a large part of this award to my psychology teacher, Peter Mangold, whose infectious enthusiasm for the subject and near religious devotion to the psychology study design allowed me to achieve a score that left 6:30 a.m. me questioning if I had accidentally fallen back asleep. I'd also like to thank Taz Dwyer, Sarah Nagel and the entirety of the chemistry department for their unwavering dedication and support, and for grading our work so fast it seriously made you question if they've got some sort of time machine stashed away. I'm not sure how much you all get paid, but whatever it is, it definitely needs some more zeros. And of course, it wouldn't be a proper acceptance speech if I didn't thank my parents whose support, encouragement and belief in me have made this possible. My mum, in particular, was far more excited about me winning ducks than I was. Just ask Kylie, whose ears had the misfortune of calling us to tell us the news. While I'm grateful for my own journey, I'm equally thrilled to celebrate and acknowledge the achievements of so many of my peers tonight. Each of you has worked incredibly hard to get here, and your achievements reflect the dedication and resilience that make our cohort so special. Learning alongside such talented and driven people challenged me to push myself further and grow as both a student and as a person. I'm genuinely proud to be such of an inspiring group. And finally, to the students of 2026 and beyond, my advice would be to put in the work and never give up the activities and passion that make you happy even when things get tough. Know that although the journey ahead may seem long, these 1 or 2 years will fly by faster than you can imagine. Always back yourselves, even when the goals feel out of reach, because sometimes the best outcomes really are the ones you never expect. Trust me, booking a holiday on awards night is proof of that. Please join me in congratulating Jack.
Congratulations to Jack on your outstanding achievements this year. We now have a musical item which will feature Ella Honey, a Musician of the Year. Ella will perform Light in the Piazza. A full list of all of tonight's performers is in the ceremony booklet.
I don't see a miracle shining from the sky. I'm no good at statues and stories. I try. That's not what I think about. That's not what I see. I know what the sunlight can be. The light in the piazza, tiny, sweet, and then it grows, and then it fills the air. Who knows what you call it? I don't care. Out of somewhere I have something I have never had, and sad is happy. That's all I see. The light in the piazza, the light in the piazza. It's rushing up, it's pouring out, it's flying through the air, oh, through the air. Who knows what you call it, but it's there, it is there. light in the piazza, my love.
Thank you, Ella. I ask Kylie Hand to come to the stage. We now have two of our most prestigious awards to present: the Miss Florence Anderson Memorial Wall Award and the Student of the Year. Students nominate for these awards and the winners are determined by a panel. The Miss Florence Anderson Award is awarded to a student who has made a highly significant contribution to the life of the college. The Student of the Year Award is awarded to the student who has made an outstanding contribution to the life of the college and is based on effort and results in their academic studies, extracurricular contributions, and demonstrated leadership qualities. This year, a number of students were shortlisted for these awards. The contribution they have made to the college is outlined in detail in the awards booklet. We will read out each student's name and ask them to come to the stage and receive their certificate and take a seat. We will then provide a summary of their achievements and ask each student to stand while this is being read. During this time, I will ask Kylie to sit with the shortlisted students. Students will be presented in alphabetical order.
The students shortlisted for the Miss Florence Anderson Award and Student of the Year are Levity Camilleri, sorry. Justine Hatting. Amy Jeffress. Arden Thacker. And Tiffany Williams.
Levity Camilleri. Levity Camilleri has been Bendigo's Youth Mayor during 2025. The role has brought valuable opportunities for public speaking, letter writing, planning and chairing briefings and the fortnightly meetings held by the Youth Council. Levity has spoken publicly on topics such as gender-based violence, AI and sensory exclusion, amassing over 300 hours of voluntary service this year. Levity says they are incredibly grateful for this chance to make a difference by advocating on behalf of the young people of Bendigo. All of this has been managed alongside VCE studies, yet Levity has still managed to find time every week to support BSSC's Breakfast Club. Involvement in Breakfast Club brought them a sense of relief, knowing this program ensures that peers are happy and well fed.
Justine. Justine Hatting. Alongside her commitment to her VCE studies, Justine has been a student representative on the BSSC College Council. She says the experience was very eye-opening and enjoyable as she gained a glimpse into what goes on behind the scenes of managing Victoria's largest VCE provider. Excelling academically while at BSSC, Justine is also a keen sports person and has a busy part-time job. She recently joined others in giving feedback to the City of Greater Bendigo Council regarding planning for the Bendigo region over the next 4 years. Justine says this experience enriched her abilities to constructively work with people from a variety of backgrounds to achieve a common goal.
Amy Jeffress. Amy Jeffress hopes her contribution to Bendigo Senior during her time here is a practical expression of the deep gratitude she feels towards the college. A place she describes as an independent learning environment that has allowed her to flourish and become a self-motivated and self-directed learner. Amy grabbed every academic opportunity available to her and embraced leadership, public speaking, sporting, and community building projects, enhancing her personal development and generously giving back to our college. She loves netball and fishing and helped make up the number of BSSC's hockey and cricket teams despite not currently playing those sports. Recently awarded the coveted Tuckwell Scholarship covering her studies at ANU, Amy's academic and leadership qualities have been recognised well beyond Bendigo Senior.
Arden Thacker. Student Ambassador Arden Thacker has contributed much to the college through his participation in the Open Days, hosting BSSC's Anzac Day ceremony, laying the wreath on behalf of the college at Bendigo's Anzac service, and raising funds for leukaemia research by having his head shaved for the world's greatest shave. Arden took a leadership role guiding the development of the wonderfully named pedal-powered vehicle, it's the Snot Block. He says, helping to develop this vehicle taught me problem-solving skills and enhanced my teamwork ability as I guided the group towards significant goals. Proud to be a Year 12 student representative on BSSC's College Council, Arden gave his peers a voice on the wider college matters while learning a great deal about the complexities of running a college such as BSSC.
And Tiffany Williams. Tiffany Williams defines leadership as taking initiative and leading by example, at school, home, in the community, and even when spending time with friends. She believes leadership is about listening, supporting, and inspiring those around you. At Bendigo Senior, Tiffany initiated and coordinated a food drive for Bendigo Food Share and has excelled academically. She's been a committed student ambassador, a tutor for another student, a member for the Principal Advisory Group, and set up study groups for students to share resources and strategies. Saddled with a serious sporting injury this year, Tiffany's community building values led her to contribute to her sporting clubs in other ways, which she did. Tiffany committed to being a leader, leaving a long-lasting impact on the college and broader community.
Thank you to all of our shortlisted students. I would now invite Kylie to announce the winners.
Okay, deciding on the winner of each of these awards is never an easy exercise. And as you can see, we have many amazing students who we know are going to make a huge difference to the world they live in. First of all, I would like to announce the winner of the Florence Anderson Award, and that is Arden Thacker. And our next award is Student of the Year. And this year, for their outstanding contribution to the life of the college, our Student of the Year is Amy Jeffress.
Sure. All right, have to do a speech. First of all, I'd like to thank my family, they're there tonight, for supporting me this year, last year, all the years, I suppose. It's a lot easier to participate in, school and your schoolwork and your community when you have somebody backing you, so thank you so much. I'd like to thank my teachers. I've had some really, really amazing teachers over the years. Sarah for chemistry this year, in Jack's speech, he mentioned Sarah and Taz, our chem teachers, marked stuff at lightning speed. It was amazing, but Sarah was also a really great support person for me this year. She's heard me complain about a lot of stuff. Liz for our morning teas in methods class, I think she told me not to mention those, but they were a great way to bond with the class and get through it. Oh my gosh, I'm missing so many people. Kylie has been an amazing principal and given me so many opportunities, and Kendall for running the student ambassador group and giving me the opportunity to be a student ambassador, which I really, really loved. And all my fellow students, all my graduating class, you've been an amazing class to get to go through this with. Thank you.
Thank you, Kylie and Angie. And once again, congratulations, Amy and Arden. We will now present our Unit 1 and 2 academic awards. We welcome to the stage Lauren Martin, who will read out the recipients. Lauren will be assisted by Jess McWilliam and Maddie McCluskey.
Thank you, Regan. It is my pleasure to now read the names of our Unit 1 and 2 academic award winners. Please hold your applause till the end. Leah Anderson. Grace Austin, 2 academic awards. Hayden Becker. Abilene Beckwood. Axel Boyd. Amber Bray. Eleanor Bramble. Eloise Chang. Fraser Contanchi. Oliver Crowell. Annabelle Dashwood. Olive Davis. Ashton Daza. Noah Deneen. Chloe Doughty. Leela Duthie, 2 academic awards. Ivy Flanders, 5 academic awards. Amelia Foster, 2 academic awards. Seth Francis. Lily Harrison, 4 academic awards. Emma Hilson, 2 academic awards. Sam Howie, 2 academic awards. Lacey Hunt. Tanisha Jones. Amber Kelly. Neve Lawler. Ella Leach. Nova Lidgett. Chelsea Mandersloot, 3 academic awards. Amelia Marone, 2 academic awards. Tara McBurney. Jack McDonald. Michael McLean. Ryan McPartlin. AJ Moon. Emerson Newland. Alara Nicholas. Isla O'Connor. Ella O'Gorman. Kaylin Opensay, Philippa Pearce, Sarah Petrowski, Amber Pollock, Tori Power, 3 academic awards, Will Rainey, 5 academic awards, Cameron Ralph, Sylvia Rigby, Bella Rushmeyer-Ray, Claire Salt, 4 academic awards, Mahad Sandhu, Travis Shanahan, McKenna Sims, Alicia Smith, 5 academic awards, Eve Steptoe, 2 academic awards, Georgia Tapp, Lloyd Vanderberg, Aris White, Jade Wignall, Xavier Welburn, Ashlyn Wood, and Abigail Woodward. Please congratulate these students on their awards.
Thank you, Lauren, Jess, and Maddie. We now pause to view a showreel of short films scripted, filmed, and edited all within 3 days for the Fast Films program. This program provided 20 Bendigo senior media students an opportunity to gain industry experience guided by film and television students from the Victorian College of the Arts and produced here at Bendigo Senior. Here is just a snippet of the films.
You're not enough to get away with this kind of thing. Yeah, sure, but you have been for and for longer, alright?
Hey! Thank you, it's really good. Come here.
You know, you're not so bad for a ghost.
Well, that's 10 for me.
12.
Guess a deal's a deal. Thanks for playing with me.
I made this work.
Aw, thanks.
Very much.
Wow, the buildings, the buildings.
It's a real slice of England here. Oh yes, so British.
Give us your bag, mate.
The quality of, that was a fantastic demonstration of the quality of work that students produce at Bendigo Senior. Congratulations to the media students and teachers Rachel Cunelin and Sian Trelaw. We will now present our vocational major academic awards. We welcome to the stage Marty Holland, who will read out the recipients. Marty will be assisted by Lucy Clark and Alison Andrea.
Thank you. It is my pleasure to announce the Vocational Academic Award recipients. Please hold your applause until the end. Jada Alford. Oliver Allen has received 5 vocational awards. Olivia Archer. Jonah Barth. Oliver Birch. John Bradley. Hudson Burgess. Fritz Carter has received 4 vocational awards. Denham Cooper. Zoe Colson. Nariah Davies. Will Davies has received 2 vocational awards. Marley Davis. Kane Dole has received 2 vocational awards. Todd Elliott. Nate Finch. Zara Gibbs. Kobe Green. Marcus Green. Ella Henry. Tanisha Jones has received 2 vocational awards. Quinn Kearns. Maddie Kelshaw. Abigail Matthews. Ella McKinnon. Jake McLean. Pippa Miles. Ayla Murdoch has received 2 vocational awards. MJ Neff. Ayla Perry. Harry Kuranta. Eve Steptoe. Bree Tui has received 3 vocational awards. Sam Walsh. Charlie Waters, Charlotte Zirk. Please congratulate their students on their awards.
Thank you, Marty, Lucy, and Alison. We will now present the Community Awards. We would like to invite Kate Kelly, Kendall O'Sullivan, and Maddie McCluskey to help us present the awards.
Thank you, Regan. Community Awards recognise outstanding participation and contribution to the local community, which may include the life of the college. We are very proud of the contribution our students make in the wider community. Please hold your applause to the end. Alyssa Beaton. Azalea Boyer. Ari Bursak. Levity Camilleri. Henry Coakley. Tilly Costello. Ashton Daza. Max Gale. Frankie Gloucester. Sadie Hughes. Amy Jeffress. Kayla Ludeman. Ruby Malone. Phoebe Martin. William Miller. Amelia Patterson. Kiara Richardson. Hayley Stubbs. Heidi Tastain. Lachlan Venville. And Tiffany Williams. Please congratulate these students on their awards.
Our thanks to those students and their contributions to the community, and thank you, Kate, Kendall, and Maddie, for your assistance in presenting these awards. The next awards are the Sports Awards. We would like to invite Libby Fullard, Nathan Williams, and Alison Andrea to help present these awards.
Thank you to AJ. A sport award is given for outstanding sporting contribution and achievement where the student is representing the college, state or country or is a member of a college team that wins the School Sports Victoria title. As you would understand, many of our sports persons are currently competing in various events and are unable to be here. A full list of recipients is in the awards booklet and only the names of the students present this evening will be read out. Please hold your applause to the end. Aidan Price, Drew Cathcart Award. Harry Purcell, another Drew Cathcart Award recipient. Palace Condon, who receives the Olympic Changemaker Award and is also receiving a Sports Award. Fletch Watchman, the Olympic Changemaker Award, Athletics State Champion Relay Team, and is also receiving a Sports Award. Alyssa Beaton, Athletics State Champion Relay Team Award. Justine Hatting, Athletics State Champion Relay Team. Chelsea Tickle, Athletics State Champion Relay Team, and is also receiving a Sports Award. Sebastian Vinicombe, of Athletics State Champion Relay Team Award. Maddie Best, Sports Award. Izzy Campbell, a Sports Award. Hannah Cochrane, receiving a Sports Award. Zoe D. Camillo. Piper Downing Mooney. Adam Fisher. Chloe KP. Nick Kearns. Avery McDermott. Marcus Murphy. Kai Norton. Riley Palmer. Lucy Patton. Kiara Richardson. Ali Sabia. Hayley Stubbs. Jack Tamblin. William Whiteacre. Please congratulate these students on their awards.
Thank you, Libby, Nathan, and Alison. We now have another musical item. I'm sure you'll enjoy the talents of the college band as they perform My Hero by the Foo Fighters.
Take those pictures down, shake it out. Truth or consequence, say it aloud. Use that evidence, erase it around. There goes my hero, we'll watch him as he goes. While the rest of them peter out. Truth or consequence, say it aloud. Use that evidence, erase it around. There goes my hero, watch him as he goes.
our band for that fantastic performance. Our final category for the evening is our Unit 3-4 Subject Dux Awards. The recipients for these awards have demonstrated the highest level of academic achievement in their respective classes. To present these awards, I welcome Taz Dyer, Rochelle Hollis and Maddie McCluskey to the stage. Only names of student present this evening will be read out. Once again, please hold your applause till the end.
Thank you, AJ. It is my great pleasure to present the Unit 3 and 4 Subject Dux Awards. Jacob Adore is the Subject Dux for Music Performance, VCE Vet. Marcus Baldwin is the Subject Dux for Theatre Studies. Aaron Bassett is the Subject Dux for VCE Vet Engineering. Alyssa Beaton is the Subject Dux for Chemistry. Matthew Bolton is the Subject Dux for Drama. Abby Cartner is the Subject Dux for Economics. Xavier Cassidy is the Subject Dux for two subjects, for Math Methods and Politics. Flynn Castle is the Subject Dux for Industry and Enterprise and Languages German. Madison Druin is the Subject Dux for Industry and Enterprise. The Subject Dux for Theatre Studies is Lila Duthie. The Subject Dux for Allied Health, Vet VCE, is Kayla Guthrie. Taylor Hallinan is the Subject Dux for Physical Education. The Subject Dux for Extended Investigation is Yasmin Hardy. Kira Harris is the Subject Dux for Community Services and Maths Foundation. Justine Hatting is the Subject Dux for Chemistry and English Language. Clara Hill is the Subject Dux for Literature, Philosophy and Sociology. The Subject Dux for Applied Computing Software Development is Mitchell Hoctor. Ella Honey is the Subject Dux for Music Inquiry and Music Repertoire Performance. Amy Jeffries is the Subject Dux for Chemistry. The Subject Dux for Hospitality is Jamie Johnson-Bailey. The Subject Dux for Geography is Patrick Keegan. The Subject Dux for History Revolutions and Outdoor and Environmental Studies is Arlo McDonald. Ruby Malone is the Subject Dux for Sports and Recreation. Sienna Manson is the Subject Dux for Business Management. The Subject Dux for Environmental Science is Mary Maple Worley. The Subject Dux for Algorithmics and Specialist Maths is Michael McLean. The Subject Dux for Creative and Digital Media is Lucas Nagel. Lucy Palmer is the Subject Dux for Visual Communication and Design. William Robinson is the Subject Dux for Classical Studies, Literature and Media. Darcy Ryan is the subject dux for chemistry and physics. Caden Schultz is the subject dux for informational technology and systems engineering. The subject dux for history, ancient history, is Bailey Seaman. And the subject dux for general maths is Ellie Sabia. The subject dux for theatre studies is Iona Thomas Lawrence. Kai Thompson is the subject dux for accounting. Saskia van Maanen is the subject dux for outdoor and environmental studies. Tiffany Williams is the subject dux for legal studies. And Geordie Williamson is the subject dux for art creative practice, art making and exhibiting, biology and English. We'd just like to congratulate all those subject duxes on a magnificent effort this year. Thank you.
Thank you, Taz, Rochelle and Maddie, and once again, congratulations to all of the students who have received awards this evening. It is no mean feat to be achieving at the high standard that we have seen this evening while completing a senior secondary education. I truly am in awe of how these amazing young people fit everything in, and I extend a huge thank you to their parents, carers and support networks who have allowed these students to flourish. We are so incredibly proud of our students and everything they are able to offer our college and our broader community. This brings us to the end of the evening. However, before we finish, there are others I would like to thank. As you know, an event like this does not happen without the work of many people. Thank you to our communications team, Danielle, Jenny and Paul, for their support in the lead up to this evening and who have been here taking photos and will be available for photographs in the foyer at the conclusion of the ceremony. In particular, I would like to thank two members of staff who have been working for months on this event, tirelessly, and have done such a superb job. So I would like to invite Joe and Judy to join me briefly on stage. Thank you. A huge thank you to AJ and Regan for their excellent contribution as this evening's hosts. Didn't they do a great job? And I would like to present them both with a small token of our appreciation. The best laid plans and all that. To the students who have performed tonight, it's just amazing that these young people are able to perform at such a high standard in front of their peers and loved ones, and I'd like to know any student musicians in the state that play on a stage as impressive as our Lumborough Theatre. Yes. As mentioned earlier, all Year 12 VCE and VCE VM certificates, Year 11 statements of results and copies of the magazine for those who have ordered one are available for collection in the foyer. Please ensure you collect your package before leaving this evening, with Year 11s on the auditorium side of the foyer and Year 12s on the Stratagen side of the foyer. At the conclusion of the ceremony, we ask that all students leave from door 2 to your left and that guests will leave via doors 1 to 3 on your right. And now for our lucky door prizes. Let's go. The winners for this evening are Kira McQueen, Abilene Beckwood, and Zara Gibbs. If those people could come to the stage at the conclusion of the ceremony, you will be able to receive your awards. I will now hand back to AJ and Regan to conclude the ceremony.
Sorry about that. We would also like to thank Ash Bird and Jackie Tullis and all of the instrumental music teachers for assisting with the musical items tonight. Thank you to our distinguished guests, especially those who have donated or presented awards tonight. Your ongoing support of our students is greatly appreciated. Many thanks to Bendigo Venues and Events and Power AV for your patience and flexibility in helping us put this event together. We would also like to thank the amazing staff at Bendigo Senior. They are hardworking and very committed to helping all of the students achieve their best.
Thank you to everyone in the audience for joining with us to celebrate the success of the students who have received awards tonight. To those students who have completed their secondary education, we wish you success in further study and/or employment, and we hope that you will keep in touch with us over the years. To those who will return to Bendigo Senior in 2026, we look forward to seeing you on stage again this time next year. We hope you all have a Merry Christmas and a very happy and safe New Year.
Thank you.
Don't you notice how I get quiet when there's no one else around? Me and you in awkward silence. Don't you dare look at me that way. I don't need reminders of how you don't feel the same. Oh, the burning pain. Listen to you harp on about some new soulmate. She's so perfect, blah, blah, blah. Oh, how I wish you wake up someday. Run to me, confess your love, at least just let me say that when I talk to you, a cupid walks right through and shoots an arrow through my heart. And I sound like a loon, but don't you feel it to confess I loved you from the start? Ba-da-da-da-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-ba-di-ya-ba-dum, ba-ba-di-da-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da, dum-dum, dum-dum. What's a girl to do, lying on my bed staring into the blue? Unrequited, terrifying love is driving me a bit insane. Have to get this off my chest, I'm telling you today that when I talk to you, a cupid walks right through and shoots an arrow through my heart. And I sound like a loon, but don't you feel it to confess I loved you from the start? Confess I loved you, just thinking of you. I know I've loved you from the start. Fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, baby, kiss me. Fill my heart with song. Let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you. door. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you. This is the end. Hold your breath and count to 10. Feel the earth move and then down again. For this is the end. I've drowned and dreamt this moment, so overdue I owe them. Swept away, I'm stolen. Let the sky fall. When it crumbles, we will stand tall. Face it all together. Let the sky fall. When it crumbles, we will stand tall. Face it all together at skyfall. At skyfall. Skyfall is where we start. 1,000 miles and poles apart, where worlds collide and days are dark. You may have my number, you can take my name, but you never have my heart. Let the sky fall. When it crumbles, we will stand tall. Face it all together. Let the sky fall. When it crumbles, we will stand tall. Face it all together at skyfall. At the skyfall. When it crumbles, we will stand tall. Let the sky fall. When it crumbles, we will stand tall. Where you go, I go. What you see, I see. You know I'll never be me without the security of your open arms, keeping me from harm. Put your hand in my hand, we will stand. Let the sky fall. When it crumbles, we will stand tall. Face it all together. Let the sky fall. When it crumbles, we will stand tall. Face it all together at skyfall. Let the sky fall. We'll stand tall at skyfall. 'Cause skyfall.
struggle every time. What we make of this life is what we take when we die, right? So I'd like to show you the real me. Girl, I get nervous sometimes, lost in my mind. But I'd like to try, I'd like to try, yeah.